He's one of the reasons that we are in the position where we are now. That's Casemiro. But also, last time we beat Arsenal without Casemiro. And so we have a squad, and so we have to fill that gap and make a proper plan.
Erik Ten Hag sends message to Manchester United players amid Casemiro suspension versus Arsenal. Erik Ten Hag had no regrets about playing Casemiro in Manchester United's 1-1 draw with Crystal Palace. Casemiro was booked for a cynical foul on Wilfried Zaha in the second half, ruling him out of the Premier League duel with Arsenal on Sunday as he has collected 5 cautions this season. The Brazilian has started in United's last 12 Premier League games, and they have won 8. Drawn 3 and only lost 1. Ten Hag may decide between Scott McTominay and Fred to deputize for Casemiro at the Emirates Stadium. First, this game was important. Ten Hag stressed, every game in the Premier League is a top game. Second is Casemiro is obviously a really important player for us. He's one of the reasons we are where we are now. But last time we beat Arsenal without Casemiro, so we have a squad. We have to fill the gap, make a proper plan, and the squad have to fill it and make sure, as a team, we already showed how to beat Arsenal. McTominay's last Premier League start was in the 6-3 thrashing at City on October 2nd. While the last time Fred was paired with Christian Eriksen, he was hooked at the interval with United 4-0 down at Brentford. Wout Weghorst started on his United debut at Palace, having only had 3 training sessions with his new teammates since joining on loan from Burnley on Friday. I think it's not easy to come into a team who is on a run and for 7-8 months in the way of play, Ten Hag said. And then you have to come in and you have 1 game to look, and I don't think that represents. The way we play against City was great. To be a part of that from the outside. Now he has to do it by himself, and I thought it was the best choice. He has the profile of the 9. He did quite well. He was a link-up player. He makes a great run for the first goal. Took 2 players out. Makes Bruno free. Also impressing. It was a good debut. In other news, Casemiro's reaction to Bruno Fernandes' mistake speaks volumes as Man United face dilemma. Manchester United midfielder Casemiro could do little more than give his teammate Bruno Fernandes a stern glare during their 1-1 draw away at Crystal Palace, after the latter's dodgy defending left the former with little choice but to make a risky tackle. It was a risk that swiftly backfired, as after Fernandes ducked out of a tackle, Casemiro tried to halt a threatening Crystal Palace attack by scathing down Wilfried Zaha. The challenge could have actually seen the Brazilian international red-carded, but he managed to stay on the field for the remainder of the game with a yellow. That same yellow has ruled him out of Sunday's huge clash away at Arsenal, given it was his 5th of the season. It was always a tightrope considering what was at stake with Casemiro potentially being ruled out of the trip to the Emirates, but Erik Ten Hag's worst fears were realized with 10 minutes to spare. After the 30-year-old brought down Zaha, he got up and stared out Fernandes, seemingly blaming him for the fact he was forced into making the tackle. Following the full-time whistle, pundit Jamie Redknapp discussed the moment on Sky Sports as he explained, "We spoke before the game about Casemiro and the importance of not getting a yellow card because they need him on Sunday. He gets booked in the 80th minute, and it's as if from that moment, it took the steam out of Manchester United. It affected them so much, and it's as if they knew that their talisman in that midfield role is gone. It's a bit of a moment of madness. He is furious with his teammate Bruno Fernandes for getting out of the way of the challenge." Redknapp went on to address how the yellow card may have gone down in the red half of North London, as he added, "I bet when Mikel Arteta saw that, he was dancing around his living room because it is so important. They have no one that can do that in their team." Despite the blow, boss Ten Hag sent a defiant message to the Gunners at full time as he insisted United can still topple Arsenal just like they did back in September. Reflecting on the tackle itself, the Dutchman claimed, "I think it's instinctive. He missed the ball. It's quite clear it had been a dangerous situation. He wanted to stop it, and that was his reaction." He added, "The last time we beat Arsenal without Casemiro, so this time we need to do the same." If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.